Wow.
So the next question is, why do you think people in general have a general fear of the unknown?
Um, Anybody else could go first. I'm just curious on what you guys think.
Anyone? Or should I?
Oh,
You can go ahead.
you can go. You can go.
Okay. So I will quote H.P. Lovecraft, who said that the oldest and strongest emotion of humans, of mankind, is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is the fear of the unknown. And I think this really generalizes this topic, because if we take like really ancient human species, maybe the hunter-gatherers or the society that predates it, you have a bunch of more advanced apes, basically. And imagine they are sitting by the fire or in cave, and you hear strange sounds. And I don't know if they could comprehend like memories from animals, or they encountered maybe like cave bear or cave lions. So you just hear sounds that clearly aren't a friendly animal. So you are afraid of it. And lightning strikes the tree. You don't know why it happens, so you are afraid of it. So it goes down to the point that they were very primitive and didn't know anything, and as they learned stuff, they became less and less afraid of it. So it goes down to the point that if you don't know it, you are afraid of it because it's your instinct to just run away from it if you don't know it, because you don't know if it's friendly or not, if it's dangerous or not. And we have the really nice saying, curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'm going next. So, fear of the unknown. I really don't know what to say, I guess. But I have this sort of scenario, like a scene. If you're like in a dark place, you can't hear anything, you can't feel anything, you can't see anything, you can't smell anything. Like all your senses are nothing, but you can just all you have is yourself and your mind, I guess. You can just walk all the way, a long way, but you can't touch the walls or anything. It's just a blank space of nothingness. What do you guys feel about that?
Blank space, like a void or something.
Would you be like will you be crazy with your only thoughts, or what will happen?
I would, yeah, that would be pretty fucking crazy. Like seeing nothing at all, like feeling nothing, seeing nothing, hearing nothing, and smelling nothing, only with your own fucking thoughts. If I was alone with my own thoughts, I would definitely go fucking crazy. And nobody can take that. Just pure fucking silence. Not you're gonna hear your own fucking thoughts at that point. Like if there was just
Yeah,
nothing around you, you would fucking go crazy. Are you done with your statement? Can I go ahead?
yeah.
So yeah, I was actually gonna also refer to Lovecraft in this point, just like Firo did. Actually, Firo, that's good there because I actually like Lovecraft a lot too.
Nice. A
Yeah,
fellow fan.
yeah, I like HP. I love his works, HP Lovecraft. So mankind. I don't know where to start. I have a lot of thoughts on this. Mankind really fears unknown because it's honestly just a very. I mean, you would fear something that you can't even fucking see, right? I mean, you would just the unknown is the scariest thing out there. Your imagination would just run wild thinking what could be out there, like in fucking space or something. H.P. Lovecraft's monsters are just so incomprehensible and terrifying that when you look at that when sometimes when people look at them, actually not even look at them, people don't even have to see them. when people find out that they exist, they go fucking crazy. Because it's really a lot to process all at once. Like you were stuck your whole life fearing the unknown, and when the unknown does show itself to you, you go insane because you can't take it. The unknown is actually too much for you to handle, and that kind of scares me. H.P. Lovecraft shows us that whatever is out there could be fucking could be eldritch monsters or something, monsters that could kill us all in one fucking blink of an eye. Really scary ones that's super incomprehensible to the human mind that people just kill themselves when they find out. H.P. Lovecraft showed us that we are right to fear the unknown because those things that we read on his books could really be out there, and we are right to get scared of whatever is out there because whatever is out there is it doesn't care about us. We are super insignificant to the things out there. If you guys saw ants and just crushed it underneath your shoe, that's what it's like to them. They were like, we're only ants to them. We don't matter to them. They can kill us whenever they want. We have no point in this universe. They're the eldritch gods, and we're just the tiny specks of life that lives in this planet. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on it. CrossaintMafia, you have something to say too?
I mean, honestly, I'd say you guys kind of covered it. I mean, it's just, I think we're just afraid because we don't know what it is, you know? And when you don't know what something is, how can you feel anything but fear of it? I mean, just think about what's going on in the world now. You know, it's like, originally we didn't really know what it was, or, you know, we were just told small details about it, but we still freaked out nonetheless. So, I mean, you know.
It's just crazy, that's what I'm saying. The thing is, fearing the unknown is enough to make you go fucking insane. It's just
Absolutely.
it's a concept that strings into branches. It just keeps branching out. It's like a rabbit hole. It never ends. The concept of fearing the unknown.
Yeah.
And I have something to add if I can.
Yeah,
because what you were saying reminded me of a quote from Friedrich Nietzsche. I think it was the one who said it. If you stare at the abyss stares back.
Yeah, that's how deep the unknown goes.
Yeah, and if you seek the forbidden knowledge or anything, that if you go down deep, you are guaranteed that you will find something that you are not supposed to find. And you will be glad if you die because
I think
other options are madness and even worse fates. So I think that death in Lovecraftian stories is the best option.
The best option, yeah. Death is a mercy in H.P. Lovecraft stories.
Yeah.
I think the quote that if you stare at the abyss stares back by Friedrich Nietzsche, whatever his name is pronounced, I can't really pronounce it that well. I guess it's referring to looking deep into the human mind, into your own thoughts.
Yeah.
Because if you look into the unknown, if you look into the deepest impulses of if you're in your own mind, you would actually discover that if you look into the abyss of your own mind, the abyss would stare back at you, meaning you would actually find what kind of person you actually are. Because what I know is everyone has these animalistic impulses. Like, I'm pretty sure all of you guys that I'm with here in this podcast has once already thought about murdering someone.
Everyone thinks about murdering someone.
Every single day.
The thing is, every human has a dark side to them. Every human has the side that they keep bottled in. Because actually, not all of us were this evolved back then. We have these primal instincts. Like, what we think is love is actually us just wanting to fuck, you know? So I guess yeah, that's real. That's real. It's just scientific impulse. It's mating. It's just a mating like thing. We're just being forced to mate by our genes. So what I'm saying is, if you look into the abyss stares back, right? What that means is, I think that kind of refers to the minds of people. We're not as civilized as we think we are. We all have fucked up sides. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and since we are kinda drifting away from the horror themes in this, I would add to the whole mating fucking laugh, because actually some species, I think there are birds and maybe some mammals probably, keep their partners for life. So it's very close to like our human society. It's not that they just it's mating time. They find each other, they fuck and make offspring. But certain species, like I said, find their partner for life and keep them.
Yeah, it's kind of like we made it more complex than it should be by adding
Yeah.
emotions and intimacy. It's like at first we all thought the sole purpose of humanity is to repopulate, but then some people found out homosexuality is a thing, and they're like, oh, not anymore.
Right.
So yeah, so it's love isn't mostly about fucking anymore. It's just about how you feel these days.
Alright. Is that all?
Yeah, I
since
think
everyone-
it's
Are you good, RedRare?
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's all I
Okay.
guess.
So the next question is, how do you overcome fears, or are there methods of mitigating one's fear?
Well, how do you overcome fears? Are there methods of mitigating? Well, what's mitigating again? Can I ask that?
I think it's just like calming them.
denying, maybe.
Not exactly denying, but just kind of like keeping them tempered. You know, where it's like you say you're like face to face with one of your fears, and instead of like, you know, running away screaming, you're kind of just staring it in the
That's like-
face, trying to overcome it.
I looked it up.
Okay.
It means like making something less severe, something like controlling it. I
Yeah.
guess. Kind of
Yeah.
like how
Yeah.
RedRare controls his impulse to twist people's hands when they touch him.
Yeah, right.
So
I do what I want,
yeah,
and I used to do that.
I
I
wasn't
said
judging.
I used to do that.
I wasn't judging you, bro. I just got
Do what I want.
I do what I want. Yeah, everybody does what they want. That's a fact. How do you overcome fears? Are there methods of mitigating one's fear? Okay. Like I said earlier, my way of overcoming my fears is basically I have claustrophobia, so I just stay somewhere where there's an open space. My room is actually not that small; it's pretty spacious, so I can move around a lot. But I occasionally walk outside of it just to get some air, you know. Because feeling trapped is never a good feeling for people who are claustrophobic. And I would never I would never go inside a fucking hole on the road or something, or in a fucking cave, because fuck that. That will just make it worse.
Hmm.
And I really have no idea on how to make my thalassophobia or some mechanophobia, or how to overcome them. I guess if I was in the water with someone, that would be. I just prefer not to be alone when I'm in open water. So I don't. So if there ever was a shark in there, they could eat both of us. I don't have to die alone.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess there are methods of actually mitigating one's fear. There are methods. I know of it, but I don't know I don't know the specifics, but I'm sure there are methods of controlling your own fear. I know there are some ways to lessen the effect of it on you. I just don't really know because I haven't really looked it up or found out myself. But I know there are. I mean, there are methods. So yeah, that's my take on it. Who's next again?
Pyro?
Firo.
I kinda agree, because you can clearly overcome some phobias. You know, if it's like not a very severe case of it, but there are some phobias or some extreme cases where the person is not able to overcome it, and I think that is very possible to die of fear, because I think that you get a heart attack, probably. So it's, and in my childhood I tried the common tactic when you say that it's not real, it's just your imagination, and I think it's not very much working, I would say. I don't know. I would say that this would depend on strength of your will. If you are capable of convincing yourself that the fear is stupid and not real, so it would depend on your personality.
Alright. So I go next. Alright. So overcome fears. So for me, I guess the fear of heights. Now you can be extreme and I don't know, go skydiving or jumping off a cliff into the water, right? Or you
Yeah.
can take it slow, like jumping, doing parkour. I guess I don't know, just take it slow. I mean, fears aren't you after you doing it, you can just like, oh, I'm not scared anymore. No, it's it will come back because it's in the mental state. Now, if it was like severe mental fear, that is kind of bad. Probably you had a bad childhood or something like that. You should probably go to therapy or mostly talk to somebody you trust, like a friend or family, right?
Yeah.
Um. Okay, hold on. I just want to give my thoughts on what Firo said. I was not saying that there weren't any ways of overcoming thalassophobia. I just said I didn't know if there were any ways of doing that. I was just unaware.
Uh,
Um, CrossaintMafia, you gonna give your thoughts on this too?
Yeah. I would say, like, kind of going off of what Fryer said. Um, Obviously, like, it depends on your strength of will and such. Because, like, some people obviously they can just kind of be face to face with their fear, and then they could choose to just try to overcome it right then and there. But for some people, it like would take time for them to completely be over it. Um, but I think, as with most things, it just comes down to a want to get over it. Um, because some people obviously they'll just let their fear overcome them and they don't want to really get rid of it. But I guess when it comes down to it, it's just about wanting to overcome them and just taking the time to kind of let it sit, and let you think.
mm,
Okay. And so this one is for those with existing phobias. If you had no choice, no way of escaping, would you be able to face your phobias, or would you try to run away and avoid the unavoidable?
Yeah, I'm gonna go first on this one. If I had no choice and no way of escaping, would I be able to face my phobia? Okay, so first of all, if there was claustrophobia, let's think of a scenario. What if I was trapped in a fucking cabinet or in a fucking closet or something? Oh my god, there was no way I'd be able to run because claustrophobia is basically it puts you in a tight space. So there was no way I could get out of that. If I can't break the fucking doors open, I would try to do that first. Of course, I would fucking panic and try to break the doors open, get out of there. But I wouldn't be able to succeed considering what if I just accidentally just lock myself in? It's pretty sturdy. So I would I don't know how I'd fucking overcome it. I'd be face to face with my fucking phobia, and I'd be stuck there for I'd say about a few hours or so. I would not know what to do. I would panic for sure. Maybe I could try to control my fear or something. Just try to keep myself calm in a situation like that. But it's just super terrifying for me. And for I guess for thalassophobia, there was no way I could really escape the water. If I was like in the middle of the fucking sea or something, I couldn't swim anywhere. Nobody I'm with. I don't know, dude. I wouldn't know. If there was a shark underneath me, I wouldn't know what to fucking do. I would fucking panic. I can't run away because I'm not really a very good swimmer. I might fucking drown there. And how would I be able to face my fucking fear right there? I don't know either. But the thing I really don't want to experience is fucking some mechanophobia. If I was like in an amusement park ride and I just fucking fall down into the water where there's like an animatronic shark in there or some shit like that, dude, I would not know. I would freak the fuck out. I'd probably just want to die right there. Instead of just getting away from the fucking water, I would just prefer if I just drowned. Because there is no way I would rather be stuck in there with a fucking robot shark. Like, I get it, they can't really fucking eat you, but the thought of being under there with a cold, lifeless being full of moss and rust, nah, I wouldn't be able to face that. I guess claustrophobia is the only thing tolerable for me in this point. The only thing I could at least attempt to overcome. But the other two are just super fucking terrifying. Like, dude, I can't do anything about those two.
Interesting. I will react or maybe expand on the thalassophobia because one of the concept characters from the series that I'm developing has thalassophobia, and I need to research it and see if it's like whatever. The character is aware of her extreme fear of the ocean and depths, and is ready to kill herself if she ever finds her in this position. And I don't know if you can physically break your neck yourself. So she would either break her neck or drown because it's not possible for her to be in this position. So that, and as for my being uncomfortable in the dark, so if I would, let's say I was in the woods and I hear some noise, I would either stand still and don't move, or maybe try to climb a tree, because heights are generally safe. Because if there are like a pack of wolves, there's no way they can climb the tree. And if it was bad, I would play that. So, but you know, again, if you are like in the situation, I don't know if you can rationally think. So, I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Can I ask something? You said you were afraid of being alone in the dark, right?
I wouldn't say like being afraid, or maybe it's like more of being uncomfortable because I have very big imagination. So it's not a problem to make up monsters for me.
So you're afraid of being alone in the dark, like you're alone in the dark, right? That's what you're afraid of.
Basically.
So I kind of wanted to say this concept earlier, but didn't get the chance to. But I think when you say that you're afraid of being alone in the dark, the truth is you're actually afraid of not being alone in the dark. Like you're afraid that something is there with you, right?
Basically, yes, because if I was alone, it would be very much okay with me because I have no problem with being alone at all. So
But if there was something there with you, like a fucking creature or something, you would obviously be very scared.
yes, but I think that everyone would be scared. So
Yeah, I would be too. I would be too. Don't get me wrong. But I guess you just want another human to be with you. That's what you just come. You just want company. That's not that you're scared of being alone. You're just scared of being with something else.
yes, I would go with something else because if there was another human, I don't think that it would make difference. Maybe if there was like a dozen more people, it would be better because you know in numbers there's strength. So
Just I guess I mean just one is okay for me to be honest, as long as it's like a close friend or someone I trust. Um, wait, so how about you, RedRare?
Okay. Okay. So I guess I answered my question at the last one, but I'm gonna repeat, I guess. So fears mostly I had is heights, I guess. You you one day you have to face this like sort of phobias or scared of something, right? You have to face it one day.
Yeah, someday. Hopefully
Yeah,
not for me, but hopefully not. But yeah, one day.
yeah. But basically, you need to have like something. You can't avoid it, but you need to have like prepared. I guess your mind need to be prepared. Basically, having that sort of fear of the because it will happen out of nowhere. Like fear of exotic. What if you're like trapped? Like someone kidnap you and you're locked in a closet, I guess.
Oh my gosh. What the fuck? If I got kidnapped and locked in a fucking closet.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hero, you're thrown in a dark room and nobody's there. Like you don't know what is there. Like you need. I guess your mental need to be. You need to be ready. I
Oh,
guess
oh my
for
god. I
anything
mean,
mostly.
it would be different if they caught me like in an appropriate time. Dude, I'm fucking in an inappropriate time. If they if they
Okay.
if they caught me in an inappropriate time, like for example, if I was busy doing something, I guess I would be super fucking stressed out that my mind wouldn't be able to process all of it quickly enough. Or I guess if I was really relaxed and they did it, that would spike it up more because I wasn't expecting it at all. And then so much
Yeah.
thought going through my mind, and I wouldn't know what to do if I was locked in a fucking closet. It would be honestly, Red. You should have said that they kidnap me and they throw me into a fucking coffin. That is gonna make me go ape shit. Seriously, like that is the thing that I do not want to hide. I do not want to happen to me. Like fucking lock me into a coffin. I just don't like the thought of being
and then
buried alive.
you hear the sand or ground on
Oh,
top of the coffin.
like just the dirt slamming into. Oh my god, oh, dude, I
Yeah.
cannot. I would honestly, dude, I don't know. I don't know if I could ever overcome my fear anymore at that point. My brain would just fucking mentally shut down. Like I would just stop thinking altogether. Like no way out. There's no way out. I'm fucking dead right there. I'm gonna starve to death. I'm gonna suffocate to death. That's it for me. That's it for me. I would honestly, I can't think of a solution. Even right now, when we're just talking about it, I can't think of anything anymore. So I'd probably be dead if that ever happens to me.
Alright, is that all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you add something yet, CrossaintMafia?
No, because I mean, you guys pretty much covered it. Yeah, pretty much anything I had to say, you guys said. So, so this one is the trailer review of I'm thinking of ending things. Yeah, you guys go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead first. But after watching that trailer, the only thing I can really say is what the fuck. Like, just what the hell's going on? The only thing I can say are questions. I don't really have anything to take from it. I don't have any answers, just fucking questions. What the hell is going on? That's the only thing I'm gonna ask. Like, what the fuck is going on in this trailer? I mean, do you guys have any idea at all? What do you guys think? I mean, what is this supposed to represent?
No idea.
Not sure.
No idea.
Oh my god, Croissant, do you have the slightest bit of idea what this movie is supposed to represent?
I mean, not at all. Because the thing is, it's like the title. Like I thought originally that the title was going to give you an idea of what the movie would be about, you know. And then I saw the trailer, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, is she going to end things? Like, in what way is she going to end things? But then as I kept going through the trailer, it kind of gave me what was that movie called? Get Out.
Yeah, Get Out, dude.
That
movie is super unsettling, dude. Get Out.
Yeah, it gave me like that kind of vibe. Like I never actually saw the movie, but like when I saw the trailers and all that, and I thought it was creepy as shit. But then
I saw the movie, to be honest. It is super creepy. If you actually know the plot of Get Out, you would actually be fucking scared.
Really?
Yeah, dude. You should try it out if you have the chance. It's unsettling, and the message behind it is pretty cool too.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll definitely have to look into it. But yeah, so that's the kind of like vibe that this trailer gave me, and it was just kind of weird. Just because it's like, you know, first you have like the dog that's like continuously shaking, and I was like, okay, I mean, this kind of seems like it's going towards like a horror movie vibe. But then it's like the parents come in and they're being all weird, and I'm like, what's going on in here? You know?
Yo, do you guys know the movie The Shining?
Yes.
Yeah. How about you, Firo?
No.
You don't know?
No, I haven't. But I know it.
Oh,
I
mean,
Shining. but I just I haven't got the time to saw it. But
you
I'm familiar with the story and it's very nice. Or nice.
Oh,
it's great.
you're
It's a
just
great movie.
unfamiliar. You're just unfamiliar with the story. But you know what it is, right? That's. I thought you didn't know about its existence at all, and I was a bit shocked there. It's kind of like The Shining. It gives me The Shining vibes. The Shining is also pretty weird, right?
Yeah.
Like it's pretty unsettling too. Honestly, this movie is I was actually thinking at first when I saw the title, I was thinking, is this supposed to be suicide or something? But then through the movie, I just saw a thing of ending things. She's thinking about ending her relationship with the guy. But as the film continued to go on, I didn't even know what she was planning to end anymore. Like it just kind of distorted the thought for me. Like, what is this movie really about? Like, it's super weird. That's the thing. The dog really creeped me the fuck out. It made me super uncomfortable. Like how it just continuously it was just continuously shaking and all. Like I wondered what the hell is up with that. Like what the fuck is this? I really don't have much to say. All I could say is it's just super weird for me. Like what the hell is this? How about you, Firo RedRare?
Wanna go first?
I
Uh,
well, which one do you want to go first? I
and
mean,
if you want, you can just go.
Okay, so as I would start with that. I'm very curious about it, and I'm looking forward to look at it because as someone who is very much enjoying torturing his mind with theoretical physics and stuff like that. Very interesting because I caught some hints and references to physics and actual phenomenon in physics. So I'm very interested, and I really like the dog because it seemed that the dog was caught in a time loop or something like that. And as for the story, I understand it that the girl and her boyfriend are going to visit his parents, and maybe based on the photo of the girl, it can be maybe some time travel related stuff, but I hope
like
not because it's very much a cliche right now. So I hope it's maybe like her hallucinations or maybe parallel universes or something like that. Because time travel is overused.
I really hope it's not time travel. I mean, it can be time travel, I guess. If it's time bullshit, I guess it can be good as long as they use it the right way and not anything like Avengers Endgame. But that shit was fucked. That shit was fucked. They legit ripped that from Back to the Future. Um, Something like in their own concept would be pretty good.
Okay.
Red Red, you have anything to say?
So I'm looking at the description of the video. It said the the couple, I guess, they're going on a road trip to their boyfriend's family farms, but during that visit, they had a snowstorm, and they have to stay. The woman have to stay a few days, and then she begin to question the nature of like her boyfriend, herself, and the world. Is what the description of the video said. Like sort of weird, a little bit.
Son,
What?
Prasan, are you gonna add anything?
No, I mean that was just. I just thought the entire thing was weird.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you
Like
already added your thing. What the hell's wrong with me?
I just
What the hell's wrong
okay.
with me?
So do you guys have anything else to say?
Um,
I just thought the dog was pretty weird. That's all.
Absolutely.
yeah,
Without a doubt.
I'm gonna
The
ask what's the weirdest part you guys saw in the trailer.
Yeah, the dog just kept going, and then the bell shaking, and then just whoa, what the hell? And while the trailer already cut to another scene, and while they were talking, the dog was still shaking. That honestly just got me super freaked out. It's like when something, yeah. The thing with that thing is like you guys know when something is only supposed to go on for a short while, but then it goes on for a long time. Like when something happens and it's supposed to go on for just a short amount of time, but then if it gets extended to longer, it would look pretty weird, right? Like for example, if you took a video of your friend because he asked you if he could do a joke or something, or if you could just take a video of him doing something, and then you kept the video on record and didn't stop recording him even though he's done doing his thing, he would just stand there just looking around like it would be very weirded out that you're still filming him, something like that. It feels kind of like that.
Okay.
Anything else?
I think that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? Okay, so that we covered everything pretty much already.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Do you guys have the like boyfriend kind of like have some sort of shifty eyes? I guess
Kitty
when
eyes, what are you
watching
talking
that.
about? What
I don't know.
exactly?
His eyes are like just looking around. Like it's kind of weird for me. Scared
Oh,
or like
I'm
he's
actually
scared or
wondering.
something.
I think I'm actually wondering if the boyfriend is in on the scary shit, if he's actually in on it, or if he's also weirded out as the girl.
Yeah, I don't know. When I saw the trailer, his eyes were like I don't know, just looking around. Like he's scared of the father or something.
It's
I
kind of
don't know
like in.
why.
Yeah, that may be hinting to some sort of probably some sort of family stuff, maybe some abuse or something. We don't really know.
Yeah, probably.
Probably something around that. I really don't know what this film is a concept of. It's but the films like this, psychological horror movies like this, they're supposed to represent some sort of message. Like Get Out, I'm gonna be keen here. Get Out is actually supposed to represent racial intolerance and how it's about race stuff, you know. Because the movie is mostly about it's about the main character being black and all like that. But I don't, yeah.
Okay.
The psychological horror movies have a message behind them, and I'm actually just curious to see what's behind this one because it looks very weird, and I wanna know what this is actually about. So yeah. So is that all? Did we get everything?
Yeah, we got all the talking points.
Yeah,
So
I think that's all.
I was gonna say unless you guys got anything else to add.
I mean, do you guys have
Yeah.
anything else to add? Are we all cool here?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is, alright, that is good. I don't have anything else to add either. I guess we're all cool here now.
All right. Well, then this is the end of the podcast. I thank you for tuning in.